Well, a blow for Hibs. They are without their top scorer. Chris Killen failed a test on his hamstring a couple of hours ago on the pitch. So Moroccan Abdesalam Benjaloun comes in. That's the only change from the side that hit Motherwell for 6. So fit again, Michael Stewart only makes the bench. It's a team brimming with talented young players, including the much talked about duo of Scott Brown and Kevin Thompson, while Ivan Sproul against Lee Naylor should be an intriguing matchup.
Yeah, Hibs boss John Collins continues the 4-3-3 setup in which Martis and Jones in central defence have formed a steady partnership. The two outstanding fullbacks, Whittaker and Murphy, will get up in support of that three-man midfield, an area that of the park, in fact, where Hibs have dominated, I think, this season. And up front, Sproul, Benjaloun and Fletcher will be given freedom to interchange positions and keep Celtic guessing at the back.
Well, for Celtic, Thomas Gravesen and Jan Vennegaard of Hesselink are both out injured after picking up knocks in training. The three men who came on as subs against Manchester United are in from the start today. Yuri Jarosik, Sean Maloney and Kenny Miller back at the club where he began his career. But former Hibs captain Gary Caldwell misses out on an Easter Road return through injury. It's Bobo Balde's first league appearance since April.
Well, Celtic's 4-4-2 formation holds no great surprises even after making those 3 changes from midweek. The midfield will be in for a tough afternoon, but has a great balance in the shape of Lennon and Jarosik, flanked by Maloney and Nakamura. No Vennegaard of Hesselink, but the pace and movement of Miller and Zarowski in attack could be key against the sheer physique of Hibs' central defence.
Michael Stewart has recovered from that knock. He's amongst the subs for Hibs. Derek Riordan is on the Celtic bench. He's hardly had a look in after leaving Easter Road in the summer. Riordan scored over 60 goals for Hibs in 3 seasons. Michael McGovern is sub-keeper because David Marshall has a virus. Mike McCurry is about to blow his whistle. It should be the game of the season so far in the SPL. Celtic, current champions and surely champions to be again. Their lead at the top may have been cut to 12 points by Aberdeen yesterday, but it's still a huge gap. Gordon Strachan, fresh from seeing off his former manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, on Tuesday night. But Hibs will provide Celtic with one of their ultimate tests of the season. The 2 heroes of midweek, Gamora and Boris.
I just said, Ian, it is a huge gap, but what we do want is an inkling that it's not completely over yet. I think we'll find that out today. I think through this Hibs side, if any team can beat Celtic, it is this side that's playing very, very good football at the moment.
Kenny Miller was quickly upon Shelton Martis. Well, Hibs played Rangers off the park here earlier in the season. Now they have Celtic in their sights, but Celtic refusing to budge for anyone at the moment in terrific form.
The reason why they did play Rangers off the park is that they dominated in midfield. It's going to be a key area today to see if Hibs can do the same.
Chris Killen, a big loss to Hibs. He was having his fitness test here a couple of hours ago. Failed it. Fletcher's cross though, and Benjaloun, who's come into the team, turning, but McManus blocked his route.
Well, we said that Hibs would start very quickly, and they have done. Fletcher getting the better of Telfer. It's good ball in. You can see what Benjaloun's trying. He takes a deflection, it goes out for a corner, but it's a good start from Hibs.
Hibs up and at him. Thompson's corner. Away by Lennon, but only to Scott Brown, and he usually connects a bit better than that.
Yeah, it was a poor effort. Came from a distance and he was sizing it up on his left foot and just didn't catch it right.
Well, for all their fabulous football this season, Hibs have only beaten 2 of the top 9 clubs in the SPL. Rangers and Inverness. Their other victories were against the current bottom 3. Manas rising with Benji, as he has on his shirt and prefers to be known, probably just as well. Lee Naylor has been outstanding for Celtic, prompting talk of a possible England caller.
Yeah, he's one of the attacking forces that Hibs will have to watch today. The quality from a wide position is fantastic. He's been doing it almost every game this season.
Screwed away by Bobo Balde, but only to Ivan Sproul. Boruc is going to smother that, but a nervous moment for Balde.
Well, Naylor was up against Ronaldo, and now it's against Sproul, and the pace of Sproul is going to be a problem today, the sheer pace. But Balde, it's a tentative first touch.
Naylor. Knocked on by Jarosik, but he's going to have to chase his own ball. That'll be a goal kick.
It was interesting in the studio that the boys were talking about Balde and didn't have the best of games in midweek, and that's true. It will take him a few games to get himself back. As Alan McCoy said, it does take at least 3 or 4 games before you get back into full flow, especially if you've been out for a long time. It's whether he'll be given that chance to do it today.
Well, Celtic's only defeat in the league this season came in the city of Edinburgh and Hearts, but they haven't lost a league match here at Easter Road since 2000. Thompson for Brown. Kenny Miller. Miller back on familiar territory, started his career at Hibs.
Going to be vital today in that the 2 wide players, Maloney and Nakamura for Celtic, tuck in to help out Jarosik and Lennon in there, because they are outnumbered with Thompson and Brown and Buzola, and that's exactly where Hibs have dominated games.
Buzola looking for Sproul. Scott Brown. Sproul, McManus is going to chase that.
It's good defending from McManus, getting across, and he'll have to do that all day in the channel with Fletcher and also with Sproul on this side.
Skipped away from Buzola. Martis in front of Miller. Whittaker will send it back to Rob Jones. David Murphy. Scott Brown moves away from Zurawski. Intercepted by Lennon. Sproul clipped by Naylor, free kick.
Sproul already influential in this game, and Naylor just catches him.
Kevin Thompson ready to deliver the free kick. Brown. Whittaker. Aimed towards Rob Jones, still up there. And so too is Shelton Martis. Handball shot against Bobo Balde. Mike McCurry not interested. A few tackles flying in, and a free kick for Hibs. Lennon getting stuck in. Whittaker. Brown. Thompson. Here's Murphy. Fletcher's onside. And Boruc will claim that. Kenny Miller getting jeered on his return to Easter Road. Naylor caught in possession. And Buzola can give it back to Sproul. Naylor there to atone for losing the ball in the first place. Sproul lunged in at Maloney. Zurawski has held off Rob Jones, and that's no mean feat. Nakamura, who scored that fabulous free kick against Manchester United. Jarosik, who won the free kick. Stephen Fletcher defending doggedly inside his own half.
I'll tell you what, Ian, what a refreshing open start to this game. Both teams going at it. Hibs working the ball well in midfield and getting wide. And Celtic looking dangerous on the counter-attack.
Paul Telfer planning a long throw towards McManus. Telfer drilled it across. Maloney. He's lost it to Buzalan. Benjaloun. Balde got the ball, but then gave it back to Hibs. Whittaker. Sproul. Having his best run in the team at the moment. Ivan Sproul, his 10th successive start. Jones. Nakamura. Kenny Miller chasing. Rob Jones composed. Nakamura for Telfer. Lennon. Jarosik now for Nakamura. Yuri Jarosik again, promising this from Celtic, but Rob Jones scoops it away. Benjaloun. Buzalan. Here's Whittaker. Sproul ahead of him, hugging that touchline. Lovely 1-2. Sproul gives it back to Stephen Whittaker, and McManus has to intervene.
Well, Whittaker's in such great form right now, and he loves doing this. He just has the freedom to go. He gets forward, and when he gets in the box, he wants a shot on target. Just great to see a fullback getting so far forward.
Ten lively minutes gone. Kevin Thompson's corner. Maloney unable to clear it, and Thompson can try again. Jarosik met it. Now Zaraski and Nakamura planning a burst into Hibs territory. Zaraski aiming to feed Miller, but Whittaker in the right place.
Yeah, it was good defending from Whittaker, but Hibs will have to watch that on the counter-attack. It was 3 for 3 at one moment there. I think certainly with Kenny Miller playing up front, they really need to watch the pace.
Murphy. In towards Benjaloun, who could still be with the shout here. And Sproul takes over and scores! A storming start for John Collins and for Hibs. They lead the leaders, and it's Ivan Sproul.
Well, who says this lad has got no composure? An unbelievable strike from Sproul. Benjaloun doing the hard work, but look at that! Absolutely no chance for Boris. He gets a hand to it, but he's got no chance of stopping it. Look at the way he follows up here. He wants the ball. Great strike. It's been a fantastic start for Hibs, summed up by a great finish. John Collins can't believe it.
Well, before today, Ivan Sproul had scored in 11 different games for Hibs, and they won all 11. We'll be hoping that run continues. Fabulous finish.
It's great wide play as well, because he gets himself in from a wide area. Benjaloun does the hard work. He holds the ball up. He's getting a shout, that's for sure, from Sproul, and he wants the ball, and he just catches it so well.
It's a shot by Jarosik on Brown. Hibs are in the mood. They relish occasions like this. Kevin Thompson's free kick. Jones and Martis in there. Sproul nearly latching onto it again. He's stayed down hurt, and that's a concern. And that could be very bad news, in fact. They've just scored the goal. He looks to be in considerable agony here.
Well, John Collins definitely not want Sproul to be down for too long, but doesn't look too good at the moment.
Ivan Sproul's 7th goal of the season. A screamer.
Well, Sproul will love to look at this one again after the game. Just attacks the ball. You have to say, Celtic defensively, very, very poor, allowing a bouncing ball in the heart of defence to just be laid back for Sproul to come onto it, and there was no runner tracking Sproul at all.
After the ecstasy, the agony for Ivan Sproul, though. He's taken a sore one there, and Hibs will be hoping that he's okay, because just lately he's been key to some excellent performances.
He's been key as well, Ian, because in the past he has failed through composure. He does all the bits and pieces to begin with well, and then he gets himself in position and just can't finish or can't deliver the telling pass, but that was a great finish.
Doesn't look too good for Sproul. He has given Hibs the lead. Zarowski. Fletcher hounding Telfer. And Boris has booted that straight out. Well, Hibs took the lead at Celtic Park in August and were excellent for an hour, but Celtic came back to win that game, and in fact, every time they've gone behind this season, Celtic, in the SPL, they've come back to win.
I was going to say that, Ian, that's going to be important for Hibs today to try and consolidate now.
Zarowski. Sproul has come back on for Hibs. He might just receive it here from Scott Brown. He does. Still a bit... still walking a bit gingerly, though.
Yeah, the problem is if it's a twist of his knee, he may feel okay at the moment, but the more he goes for it, it could swell up. In the long term, it might be better to just take him off if he's feeling it. Very important player now for Hibs.
Miller is caught by Buzalan. Can Celtic respond here? Nakamura for Telfer.
There's one thing for sure, we know that Celtic will not be intimidated by going a goal behind. Played patient football all season. They're players with real experience. I'm sure that Gordon Strachan knows that there's a long way to go in this match.
Brown. Whittaker. Martis. Buzalan. Held off Lennon. He's missed most of the year, Buzalan, through injury. It's Scott Brown. Now Stephen Fletcher. He's got Murphy nearby. Thompson. Buzalan skipping away from Lennon. Whittaker. He'll have a crack surely. And it's been deflected for a corner.
Well, Buzalan is a player with real class. Just look at that little trick. Bamboozles Lennon. Get the ball wide, and it's a decent effort from Whittaker.
Captain's corner from Kevin Thompson. Rob Jones and Shelton Martis in the mix. Later you can call or text your Bank of Scotland man of the match, and if your choice coincides with Scott Booth and you're picked out as the winner, you'll get a signed shirt from the man of the match himself. Fletcher. Balde beat Benjaloun to it. Here's Miller. Zurawski can't keep it going. Hibs, all action. Buzalan. Brown. Jarosik falls over. Scott Brown is still going. And still, Bobo Balde takes him out and will be lucky to escape a card. He's not going to. Card is coming out.
Now that's exactly why there's so many people in the stand watching. Scott Brown driving forward. He's caught by Balde.
Yellow card for Balde then. Not the sort of match you want to tread carefully in either when you're up against Hibs in this mood.
Yeah, it's the sheer energy of Hibs in midfield at the moment through Thompson and Brown. Incredible, getting on the ball, Buzla dictating play. You don't often see Celtic being matched up against in midfield and other teams dictating play, and at the moment that's what's happening.
Big chance to make it 2-0. Benjaloun straight through to Boritz.
Yeah, it's a decent effort. Never going to trouble Boritz.
Hibs with 7 shots to Celtic's big fat 0 so far. Fletcher did not keep it in. Well, the opening 20 minutes have whizzed by, as we kind of thought they might. Fletcher. Brown. He's got Whittaker available to his right. Sproul, who seems to have shaken off that knock, is near Whittaker. Here he is. Kenny Miller. He has Shelton Martis keeping him busy. Nakamura. Celtic being pressed back. Scott Brown. Brown will get a free kick off Paul Telfer.
Yeah, the game's being played at an incredible pace. And it's suiting Hibs more at this point in time. They do play that way, whereas Celtic prefer the more patient approach. Scott Brown's been all over the park in the first 20 minutes.
The Reading manager Steve Coppell watching some of Hibs' talented young players, including Kevin Thompson, who whips it in. Bobo Balde commanding. Back by Brown, but not convincingly so. McManus clears. Stephen Whittaker towards Rob Jones, but it comes off the head of Balde. Thompson blocked by Telfer.
Well, with Jones and Martis up there, it's a real physical presence for Hibs that they didn't have before. They can just opt for the long ball at times.
Benjaloun trying to charge his way through. It's Fletcher, and it's Buzalan, and it's saved by Boritz.
This has got to go down as a great chance for Buzalan. It's worked well from Benjaloun forwards. The ball's cut back to Buzalan, who's picked up a good position there, but just doesn't get enough on it.
Well, this is another concern for Hibs. John Collins has already seen Ivan Sproul get treatment. Now Benji is struggling, and Chris Killen failed a late test on his hamstring injury.
Yeah, as a concern, it looks like a dead leg. And with Chris Killen not being there, Benjamin started the game well. He held the ball up well for Sproul's goal. He's leading the line, he's put himself about. Doesn't look good.
Gorman Strachan passing on some instructions to Sean Maloney.
What he is saying, he's saying to tuck in. At times, Lennon and Jarosik have been isolated in there. I know that Lennon had a word with Maloney just a few minutes ago to say, you've got to tuck in, you've got to help us out. Being overrun in midfield. I think he's saying exactly the same thing at the moment to McManus at the back as well, to try and push out at times and not make that area in midfield as large as it is at the moment, because Brown and Thompson and Buzla, through sheer energy, are picking up the ball.
Celtic unbeaten in their last 11 league visits to Easter Road, but they've got a game on their hands here, that's for sure. Lee Naylor. Over Zaraski's head, Murphy taking no chances with Nakamura behind him. Celtic have a corner.
Yeah, it's a great ball in from Naylor. He does that so well, striding forward, and then he gets his head up and plays balls into good areas.
Benjaloun is back on the field. Bobo Balde's gone upfield. Nakamura's corner goes into the side netting, watched by Buzalan.
Just not quite enough on this one. There's a Celtic player heading towards the front post, that's what he's looking for, a little flick on. Something he'll have worked on in training, because Nakamura's delivery is fantastic.
Zaraski, it's going nowhere, apart from to Stephen Whittaker, who just over hit that. Maloney. Lennon. There's a flag up for offside. Celtic rather baffled by that.
Yeah, me too. Not really sure about that one. Could have been Kenny Miller. I don't know about that one.
Foul by Benjaloun on McManus. More SPL live action next Sunday at 1 on Satanda Sports 1. It's Falkirk against Rangers. Neil Lennon's had a bit to say here. The Celtic captain. Rather bemused by that decision a moment ago, and he hasn't let it rest, I don't think. Boritz towards Zaraski, but it's going to carry all the way through to Malkowski. Not the pole that Boritz was looking for, fellow countryman. Jones, Fletcher, Murphy. Brown, Jones. Martis now for Brown. Thompson. Oh, Benjaloun is in. Just wouldn't settle for him. Now it does. Unable to keep his composure.
It's just fantastic initial play from Hibs in midfield. Buzla, Thompson, and then into Benjaloun, and he can't get it out of his feet. And then it does come out. Doesn't keep it down. It's a great chance.
Jarasek's being clobbered there by Thompson.
Well, Gordon Strachan made changes at half-time against Man United. It's looking to me here as well that you'll have to do something similar today because it's just not working in midfield at the moment.
Pearson doing a bit of warming up. Of course, Derek Ryden is also on the Celtic bench today. Former Hibs, who hasn't had a look in, really, since moving in the summer. Offside here against Kenny Miller, another former Hibs player.
Yeah, I think Ryden has struggled. He may get a shout here today, you never know, but I think maybe more likely to be Stephen Pearson. He definitely has the energy to cope with Hibs. He makes telling runs forward, and you also have McGeady on the other side.
Fletcher. Miller. Oh, lovely touch from Miller, releases Nakamura. Nothing doing though for the man from Japan.
That was great play though between Lennon and Nakamura and Miller on this right side. Final pass just wasn't there. Final touch.
Celtic seeking a 12th win on the spin in the SPL, but it's Hibs who hold the advantage at the moment thanks to a cracker from Ivan Sproul.
Yeah, it's a foul from Naylor. Obstruction, but I think the Celtic do have to try and stem the flow here, try and stop things a little bit, slow things down, and then start playing their own game, get themselves back into it and make their own passes.
Thompson floats that one in. Boritz just about hangs on under pressure from the towering Rob Jones, who's hurt himself. A few Hibs players getting knocks in this first half.
I don't think he landed particularly well. It was a kick from Boritz. I think there's too much in that. Both got their eye on the ball. He reached the way that he landed, I think.
Mike McCurry wasn't allowing the physio on that time.
And Ian, Rob Jones just barged right into Lennon on his way back into his position. This doesn't look good.
Well, foolish really from Jones. And Mike McCurry has his cards out again. Bit to say first, Mike McCurry.
Don't know where that came from.
A yellow card for both.
Jones just running back into position. He has a few words with Lennon, but there's no need for that. It's been a great game of football so far. You don't want to see that. You want to see the ball at the feet.
Pick on someone your own size. Yellow cards for Rob Jones and Neil Lennon. Gordon Strachan with plenty to make notes about. So Boris gets it back, and here we go again. Maloney's header, Zaraski. Celtic without Thomas Gravison and Jan Venegora Hesseling today, both injured in training.
I thought initially that might suit Celtic with Zaraski and Miller up front, but so far it's not been the case.
Lennon. Not for the first time and not for the last time. Neil Lennon getting a bit of stick from the fans. Celtic trying to bite back.
Yeah, and they're showing they're not out of this. It's only 1-0. We've seen it so often this season where teams have come back into it. Just one chance they need.
Telfer towards McManus. Fletcher gets the better of Nakamura. Benjaloun, manhandled by Bobo Balde. He's on a yellow card. He's actually had an eventful time at Easter Road in recent seasons. Scored an own goal once and got sent off once.
But what's he doing there? He's in the middle of Hibs half. He's nowhere near a danger area. Just allow Benjaloun to have the ball in that situation, especially when you've been booked.
Balde called upon because the former Hibs captain Gary Caldwell is sidelined for a few weeks. How he would have relished a return to Easter Road today. Maloney. Sproul trying to keep up. Here's Zurawski. Now Nakamura. Thompson struggling to dig this one out, but he remained dogged. Buildup has caught Lennon. And Lennon for Yarosik now. Rob Jones put him off as he slid in. Amazing really that the two centre-halves were playing in the bottom division in England last season. Jones with Grimsby, Martis here with Darlington.
It does just show you don't have to be the best players in the world. If they give you something different, something you've not got, in their case, sheer power at the back and height. That's exactly what Hibs were looking for.
Shelton Martis was having a bit of a bottom division moment there though. Celtic have the throw. Ten minutes to half time. Nakamura, Telfer's going to run ahead of him. Whittaker will cut that out. McManus. It's bounced off Kenny Miller. And Whittaker comes away with it. Thompson. Skipping away from Zurawski. Fletcher. Brown. Scott Brown has lost it now. Could that be costly? Zurawski frustrated. Later you can vote for your man of the match. Call or text, and if your choice agrees with Scott Booth and you're picked out as the winner, you'll get a signed shirt from the Bank of Scotland man of the match. Fresh air kick from Buildup, but here's Sproul anyway. Naylor lunged in on Sproul. Given away by Naylor to Thompson. And offside against Benjaloun. Gordon Strachan supported Hibs as a boy, growing up in Edinburgh.
He is a fan of the way that Hibs play, maybe not today, but he has said that in the past.
McManus clambering over Benjaloun. Sean Maloney now for Kenny Miller. This is better from Celtic. Oh, Miller skipped away from Martis. Markowski bravely leapt to Miller's feet. Benjaloun, and it's going to come through to Sproul. He's heading towards goal again. Crowded out this time. Yarosik. Thompson got a touch. Buildup. Still a relentless pace to the game. Scott Brown's given it away. The second time in a short space of time, but rest assured he'll be doing his best to get it back. He's taken a whack there. Scott Brown might have taken a boot in the head, and I think Mike McCurry, if he realised that, would stop play. It's going to be stopped now anyway, because Benjaloun has lunged in on Maloney, and Mike McCurry's going to get another card out here. And whilst all this is happening, Scott Brown has barely moved just below us. Yellow card for Benji.
What a day for the referee. Things are happening at such pace. There's a tackle on Maloney. This is Scott Brown coming across. I think Telford just catches him with his boot.
I don't think anybody noticed him down there. He's actually had to get up because no one was coming to his assistance.
What a pace this game has been played at. Pretty incredible, really.
Well, Maloney and Nakamura both very capable from this range. Maloney sizing this one up. Sean Maloney goes for goal, but Markowski easily able to pluck that one out.
Yeah, there's not enough pace on this one. He does get it up and down, but it's an easy one for Markowski, who had a good save a few minutes ago at the feet of Kenny Miller.
McManus advantage played there. McManus has won it back, so there didn't turn out to be much of an advantage. Some meaty challenges.
Yeah, Jarosik just got away with that one there. Baldy wasn't watching, he played the ball back, and Sproul almost capitalised.
Jarosik. He's got a free kick. Nakamura. Neil Lennon. Telfer. Naylor. Up towards Maloney. Whittaker in command. Neil Lennon. Zarowski. Now Lennon brings Telfer into it. Telfer might need a bit of assistance because Murphy and Fletcher are upon him. Jarosik. Miller and Whittaker both went for it. It's frantic down there.
Yeah, that was a good little spell for Celtic. Telfer worked the ball wide, and it's a decent ball in from Jarosik, and Kenny Miller just couldn't get in front of the Hibs defence to get a header on target, but more encouraging for Celtic and for Gordon Strachan.
It's a poor kick from Markowski. John Collins, first job in management. He has inherited a fantastic squad here. But he'll stamp his mark on Hibs, that's for sure. Mark Venus, who was working here alongside Tony Mowbray and has joined him at West Brom, is back at Easter Road for this one. That'll no doubt spark a few more rumours about the Hibs players and their possible futures. Neil Lennon. Telfer. Lennon now for Zarowski. So Maloney is going to get the free kick, a rather delayed whistle from Mike McCurry.
I actually think that Sean Maloney slips here. It's already going down. Helped on by Miller, stabbed away by Jones. Oh, Fletcher!
He's got Buzalan and others around him. Benjaloun. Cut out by Maloney. Benjaloun should have seen that one coming. 2 minutes to go to half-time.
Well, it's not surprising that the pace has dropped ever so slightly, especially from Hibs. And Celtic have come back into this game a little bit more. A lot of food for thought for Gordon Strachan at half-time. I'm sure that John Collins will be happy with the one goal, but will also be desperate to add to that.
Well, Hibs were 1-0 up at Celtic earlier in the season, but the champions bounced back to win that game 2-1, and they have a habit of bouncing back after they've lost the first goal. 4 times it's happened in the SPL this season. 4 times they've come back to win.
Yeah, and John Collins mentioned that in his programme today. He has watched that game, and I'm sure he'll be hoping that his team have learned their lesson.
Last minute of the first half.
Well, our second halves have been a lot better in recent weeks, in recent months. Don't know if it's possible to get a better second half, but let's hope we get one.
Rob Jones aims that towards Fletcher. Brown. Benjaloun spinning, but he's not going to test Boris. Polish goalkeepers all round today with Boris and Markowski. High into the sky from Jones. Bobo Balde kept his eye on it. We're into 2 minutes then of stoppage time in this first half. Whittaker will take this. Hibs off to a flyer when Ivan Sproul scored early. Six and a half years since they beat Celtic at home. In fact, the last time it happened, Kenny Miller scored in that game for Hibs. John Collins, like Kenny Miller, played for both these clubs.
Well, Kenny Miller's not been in this game too much today, but it only takes a moment for him. It kind of suits him slightly as well that Celtic have played in the counter for much of this first half.
The last few seconds of an absorbing first half. It's been fast and frantic. Pretty pacey. It is half-time. So far so good for John Collins and Hibs. So very good when Ivan Sproul smacked in a beauty early on to give Hibs the lead. Benji set him up, but how about that for a finish from Sproul, carrying on from where he left off at Motherwell last week. Yes, Hibs have a habit of letting leads slip, and Celtic have a habit of bouncing back when they've conceded the first goal. It all makes for a rather intriguing 45 minutes, Scott.
Yeah, it does, and I agree that Nakamura does have to come more into this game, but also on the other side, Malone has had absolutely no change out of Whittaker, and that's where Lennon has been isolated in there, and Jarosik in the first half, but I think that will change now with Snow coming on. He'll be in there to stop Hibs playing in midfield.
Scott Brown immediately charging at Celtic at the start of the second half. And Ivan Sproul trying to sneak in again. Scott Brown, Manus with the challenge, and it's a free kick. I think he's going to escape a card.
I think that's a terrible tackle. I think he's right through the player. Maybe he gets a touch on the ball, but he's right through the player, and it's such a dangerous tackle. You just don't know what you're going to connect with when you go in like that.
Well, Mike McCurry's done him a turn. He hasn't shown him a yellow card. The second half less than a minute old, and a free kick in a very decent position. Mike McCurry making sure the wall is back far enough. It isn't yet. Fletcher, Thompson and Murphy standing over the free kick. It's Stephen Fletcher, and it bounces off the wall. Scott Brown. Oh, he's sneaked it across, and Bobo Balde just stopped it going any further.
Yeah, it's a great interception from Bobo Balde, but another good run from Scott Brown. You see Benjamin Sproul waiting for that one. And you can tell that John Collins has said, get out there in the second half to his team and play the first 15-20 minutes at high tempo. You can always make changes later on.
Thompson goes shortish to Brown. Paul Telfer stopped that link up between Brown and Thompson. David Murphy will take this throw. Murphy released by Middlesbrough a couple of years ago, but they have a good youth system there as well. Well, Hibs putting the pressure on, cranking it up at the start of the second half.
That really was a timely interception from Balde a few minutes ago. It's easily been 2-0 very early in the second half.
Thompson's corner. Just eluded Benjaloun. Might have come off Jarosik's head. Sproul. Straight at Boritz. And some breathing space now for Celtic. Might last long though. Van der Snow on for Zurowski. Played the first half against Manchester United. Playing the second half here, and he's got a free kick. He was tugged.
Yeah, and what that has done by introducing Snow, it's allowed Jarosik to go up and join Kenny Miller. And I'm sure that Gordon Strachan will have said to Maloney and to Nakamura to tuck in far more in the second half. You certainly get energy with the Van der Snow, that's for sure.
Skipped under Jarosik's boot. Martis plays it safe. Naylor's throw. Jarosik gets a corner off Whittaker.
Yeah, it was good play from Jarosik. Strong in a wide area. He's just waiting for a Hibs player to make the tackle.
The Celtic fans gathered in numbers, of course, behind that goal. Nakamura also always has his followers as well. It's come to Van der Snow. Kenny Miller started his career at Hibs. Not getting much of a welcome back though. Maloney kicked up in front of Nalkowski, but it didn't bother him too much.
Yeah, it's more of a pot shot from Maloney. Just takes it. He's always looking at it. It's an easy one for Nalkowski.
Bobo Balde, Paul Telfer, Van der Snow, brushes past Brown, now Jarosik. Decent this from Celtic. Maloney. Maloney goes to ground. Jarosik in a right old tangle here with Martis. McManus. Balde, one of 4 players booked in the first half. Snow. They fooled Murphy and Thompson, took them out of the equation. Now Nakamura. And here's Miller. Rob Jones is going to get his long legs to that though, but Celtic giving it a right old go now.
Yeah, Celtic have up the tempo and Snow's helping. He releases Nakamura. He tries to get Kenny Miller in, but it's a bad first touch. Allows Rob Jones to come across and cover. The Celtic fans were not happy earlier with the tackle on Maloney.
Shinsuke Nakamura's corner is not good, but Buzalan has miskicked it, so Nakamura will get another opportunity.
Well, this is where the Celtic fans felt they should have had a penalty. It's a little bit too easily gone down. I think Maloney just went down that bit easy, but the Celtic fans definitely were screaming for a penalty on that occasion.
Nakamura's corner better this time. Bobo Balde trying to make contact. Maloney for Lennon. Lennon running into Fletcher. Now Kevin Thompson. Ivan Sproul always game for the chase, but it's guarded by Naylor.
What Celtic have done is just up the tempo in midfield. They've got themselves on the ball and they've made quicker passes. And Snow's helped that. He gets about players and he's strong.
Nakamura for Lennon. One back by Scott Brown. Buzalan now for Sproul. Oh, Sproul's probably would have got a free kick there, but the assistant referee was right on the spot.
Well, Sproul does slip here, but Naylor also pushed him off of it.
Up towards Miller. Miller up against big Rob Jones. And Jones gets a toe in. Scott Brown. Kevin Thompson. Buzalan. Sproul. Buzalan. Sproul again. They're spraying the passes around once more. Brown for Murphy. And it's off Telfer.
Yeah, just for an instant there, normal play resumed. Hibs brilliant passing. Sproul dancing his way around Lennon. Just so much pace on this side.
Brown and Murphy. Flags up for offside though. Against David Murphy. Later you can call or text your Bank of Scotland man of the match, and if you choose the same as Scott does, you're picked out as the winner. You'll get a signed shirt from the man of the match. Fletcher. Hibs without their top scorer today, Chris Killen, failed a test on his hamstring just before kick-off. Celtic missing a striker too in Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, who actually came on and scored the winner against Hibs in his debut back in August. Thomas Grammerson also injured. Maloney. Nakamura. Lost it all too easily.
Yeah, the problem with Nakamura is, do you take him off when he can produce free kicks like he did in midweek.
Mistake from Murphy. Celtic aiming to benefit now. Sean Maloney. Maloney, it opened up for him, but he switched it to Kenny Miller, and Shelton Martis digs it out.
The question's got to be, why didn't Sean Maloney take it on his own here? It does open up for him, he drives inside. Kenny Miller, a great run, but a little bit more conviction from Maloney, and he could have gone for the shot himself.
New ball needed. Lee Naylor ready to launch this in the direction of Jarosik. No joy for Jarosik. Not the coldest of days in Scotland, but still wearing his gloves.
Yeah, he's a strange player. He looks good at times, and then he just falls out of the game, and he looks cumbersome. Did play well in midweek when he entered the arena, and he's, to me, just not done it today.
Free kick given against Benjaloun in favour of Balde. Celtic on a winning streak in the SPL, 11 victories in a row, but their gap cut to 12 points by Aberdeen yesterday. Still a huge gap though.
The worry for Hibs is it's a much more even contest in the second half. Just being 1-0 up is certainly not enough, I don't think, for Hibs. I'm sure with all his experience, John Collins will know that.
Whittaker. Buildup, Thompson. Scott Brown. Sproul up against Naylor. Sproul 1-2 with Buildup. Celtic recover. Offside Kenny Miller. Looks like Aidan McGeady may well be coming on. Great for Celtic having McGeady and Maloney jostling to that position on the left side. Of course, Derek Riordan, as a result, can't get a look in either.
You have to think that would be for Nakamura. And go with Maloney and McGeady on either side.
Whittaker now for Sproul. Neil Lennon's had enough of him. And you don't want to let him get started on a run. That's gone out. So Aidan McGeady is going to come on, and the word is that Sean Maloney is going to go off.
I think that is a surprise. Maloney's been a little bit better in the second half, but Nakamura as yet hasn't got into the game.
Gordon Strachan and Gary Pendry deciding on this change. Murphy. Benjaloun's going to be offside, is he? Yes. And now Celtic can bring on Aidan McGeady. Ironically, Sean Maloney is the only man who's managed to muster an attempt for Celtic today. 2 shots he's had, and he's going to be the one to make way.
Yeah, he hasn't looked the most likely from this side of the pitch, but obviously Gordon Strachan feels that he wants to leave Nakamura on the pitch for that bit longer in the hope of a free kick maybe.
Here's Evander Snow. Scott Brown won it back. As tenacious as ever. Thompson. Telfer. Neil Lennon's crowded out but hung in there. Maloney about to be hooked, has lost it. We've reached the hour mark at Easter Road. Hibs leading through Ivan Sproul's early effort, and here he goes again. Fans wanted a free kick, but no one else was looking for it. Fletcher. Murphy's continued raiding down the right. Bobo Balde challenging Benjaloun, who felt that he might have got something. And here comes that change. Maloney's off, and McGeady is on. Hasn't started too many games lately, Eddie McGeady. Not too impressed by that. 20-year-old gets a chance to impress here in the last half hour.
Well, he started the season so well, McGeady, then got injured. He's been in and out since. There's a real chance for him here now.
Yeah, Celtic's best player in the first couple of months of the season. Murphy. Brown. Lennon poked a toe in. Lee Naylor has to sidestep Sproul. Buildup got room to manoeuvre. McGeady. Yarosek. Miller. Nakamura. Yarosek. Away by Whittaker. Murphy and Fletcher.
You know, there's a lot of talk about how well Hibs play when they go forward, but also at the back today they've been sensational. Well, Baldy's been involved in a few of these coming in from the back on Benjaloun. And he needs to watch himself on a yellow card. I would think one or two more of those, and then that'll be all over for Bo Baldy today.
Murphy in towards Jones, away by Balde. Kevin Thompson. He sneaked his way through! A captain's contribution! Kevin Thompson makes it 2-0 to Hibs, and Celtic have been well and truly put in their place.
Oh, he's having a fantastic game, Thompson. The ball comes out, he picks up, and just look at the way he drives. Keeps the ball tight to him, he's driving forward, and he just pokes it in front of Boric and gets it through Boric's legs. It's a sheer energy at this stage of the game that gets him through. No one makes a tackle for Celtic, and he just edges it through Boric's legs, and 2-0. Just wants it that bit more than Boric. The aggression, gets his foot to it, and he definitely deserves that.
His first goal for 2.5 years. It's only the third goal he's ever got for Hibs, and the first one he got was also against Celtic, a cracker in a League Cup tie here. Well, so often this season Hibs have failed to kill off teams, but now they are sitting pretty on a 2-goal lead. Hang on a minute though, Yarosek could put Miller in. He has put Miller in. Kenny Miller, what a terrific tackle from David Murphy. What a game Hibs are having.
Well, there's young kids out there that want to see how to defend as a full-back, that was it.
Oh, brilliant from Buildup. Gave McManus the slip. Here is Sproul. Can they score a third? No, they can't. Boric keeps Celtic just about hanging in the game.
Well, again, it's end-to-end stuff, and Buildup, fantastic little touch. He gets himself through. Sproul gets on the ball, he looks like he's going to shoot. Waits again, and tries to catch Boric at the near post. Cuts inside, it's on his weaker foot. It's a good save from Boric.
Boric under the cosh. Hibs hungry for more. Thompson's corner is sent back to him by Lennon. Scott Brown. Offside, flags up. Both the centre-halves were going for it, but the flag was up and there's been a goal at Ibrox, we can show you now. It's come from a man who's scored a few lately. Charlie Adam has broken the deadlock. Rangers lead Kilmarnock. And that's a cracker from Charlie Adam.
What a tackle that was a few minutes ago from Murphy at the back. Kenny Miller straight through on Malkowski, and you just know he's going to finish it. David Murphy, he gets himself back in. Martis can't get there, but just look at the tackle. Perfect timing, great full-back play. You don't think he's getting there at this point. He slides in.
Offside against Fletcher. Well, Hibs turning it on again. They played Rangers off the park here. They haven't quite battered Celtic in the same sense, but they have a 2-goal advantage and they've certainly been the dominant force.
But I still think they have missed Chris Killen in certain areas, but what Hibs do have, they have goals from all over the pitch. It's not just one player. Killen scored a lot of goals for them, but they score from midfield, from wide areas.
Yes, they have a dozen different scorers this season, Hibs, which does tell a story. And Naylor and Whittaker almost getting involved. And now Lennon and Scott Brown both clutching each other's head. And what's Mike McCurry going to do here?
I hope he's going to be rational about it. There was too much in that. Take a little bit of time and think about it.
Well, Lennon is on a yellow card. Mike McCurry's trying to keep a lid on this. Scott Brown, though, is going to get a yellow card too.
What he's asking is, why does Lennon not get a yellow card for squaring up? There is a little headbutt there, there's not a lot in it.
Well, Neil Lennon getting some treatment and already on a yellow card. Is he going to get a second one? He's got to get off the field because he's had some treatment.
Well, I think he thought he was going off. Well, he is going off, he's going off the pitch, but for how long?
Well, he's not letting Neil Lennon back on just yet. We've had 5 yellow cards now. Telfer. Jarosik with a neat turn. You cannot take your eyes off this game.
I have to say, I think Mike McCurry dealt with that well. It's better to try and keep all 11 players for both sides on the park.
Well, there's been another goal at Ibrox. Rangers taking command there. Chris Boyd scoring against his former club. Charlie Adam got the first, and Boyd in the right place at the right time as usual. Here's Sproul, snuffed out by Naylor. Uzala. Brown. Stephen Pearson is going to be on soon for Celtic.
Well, it will be up to Pearson to try and change things for Celtic, because at the moment they've gone the same way as Rangers did against Hibs, completely overrun.
Jarosik now for Miller. And Miller skips away from Whittaker. Martis dived in, and Evander Snow has got one back for Celtic. And are they going to show their powers of recovery again?
Well, it's just absolutely fantastic play from Kenny Miller. He skips past Whittaker. Martis sells himself. It's a great ball back, and a lot of composure shown from Evander Snow. But all credit to Kenny Miller. He drives wide, he gets to the byline, skips past Martis, it's a great ball back. Van der Snow sees the gaping goal and he picks his spot, keeps it low, hits it hard, keeps his concentration, and Celtic back in the game.
His first goal for Celtic, the 19-year-old Dutchman has hauled the champions back into this contest. And Celtic are putting that Stephen Pearson substitution on hold now. Scott Brown's taken another whack there. Neil Lennon's had a little dig at him as he walked past, a verbal dig that is. Wouldn't be surprised if we had a red card coming at some point. Although I don't think it's going to be Neil Lennon because he's about to be replaced by Pearson. Not just now though.
What it shows is Ian, just do not underestimate the Celtic side. Just when you roll them out coming back into it, you do just that.
It's a foul by Bobo Balde, who really can't afford too many more of those, as Scott mentioned earlier. Already on a yellow card, and the line he's treading is getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah, I think he's been a very lucky man so far in this game. 6 or 7 of those challenges from the back. As far as I know, that's not allowed anymore.
Mike McCurry has spotted Shelton Martis getting up to no good. Naylor and Martis being warned. The sort of occasion where you need eyes in the back of your head. Could be a referee in this one. Last time Celtic came back from 2-0 down was in Edinburgh. New Year game at Hearts last season. Proved to be quite a turning point. 2-0 down, 1-3-2. Thompson delivers, Martis ended up on the ground. Well, it's going to be a fascinating finale to what has been an excellent game. And you just can't write Celtic off. Naylor towards McGeady. McGeady has slipped from Whittaker. Aidan McGeady! It sneaks past Malkowski and in, and isn't that just typical of Celtic? From 2-0 down to 2-2, the mark of champions.
Well, it really is. I just said don't underestimate them. The second time someone skips past Whittaker, it's McGeady and he comes inside again. It's not the strongest of shots, and you really have to think that Malkowski has to do better there. He knows what side the ball's going from. McGeady checks inside, it's going to his right hand side. He doesn't get down quick enough. His starting position is not right, he doesn't move his feet, and he just can't get there. But all credit to McGeady, he cuts inside.
Deflected drive from Aidan McGeady has levelled it up for Gordon Strachan's Celtic. Two quick goals for Celtic, and this is a situation really that sums up Celtic this season and sums up Hibs.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Sums up both teams. I'm sure that certainly John Collins will have hoped that Hibs have learned their lessons, but so far they haven't. They've allowed Celtic back into this game. I'm sure he thought at 2-0 up the game was all over.
A fascinating 15 minutes left, and Balde again. He can't have too many more of them, surely. Committed by Bobo Balde.
Again, it's the same type of challenge on Benjaloon.
It's edge of seat stuff at Easter Road. The last quarter of an hour. If only the game could go on a little bit longer. Could watch this all day. Kevin Thompson's free kick. Bobo Balde clears it. It's a foul by Miller, is it? On Murphy? No. Kevin Thompson has lunged in on Evander Snow.
Yeah, it's a free kick. Thompson comes through, actually doesn't catch him. It's more his momentum than anything else that takes out Snow.
Gordon Strachan, Hibs fan as a boy, suffered his only league defeat in his home city this season at Hearts. Looked like he might be heading for another at Hibs, but they've come back to make it 2-2. And I'm sure a few of the fans are thinking now of that game at Hearts last season when they were 2-0 down and won 3-2. On by Jarosik. McGeady again. Whittaker in the way. And it's going to be a corner for Celtic, and if they were to turn this round, well, it would be nothing short of remarkable.
Yeah, I think that John Collins will have to make a couple of changes because his players, Michael Stewart's coming on. A few of his players looking a little bit weary at this point, certainly psychologically after being 2-0 up.
Nakamura's corner. Balde and McManus tried to get to it. It's Aidan McGeady again, no way through that time. Nakamura, away by Martis, but only to Evander Snow. Frantic football.
Yeah, but great football, open football, and both teams now going for it. 13 or 14 minutes left.
It's a free kick for Hibs. So Michael Stewart, who missed the game at Motherwell last week, the knock, is going to come on for Ivan Sproul, who started the game superbly and who smacked Hibs in front early on, but then got a bad injury. Sproul replaced by Stewart. Celtic scoring their 2 goals in the space of 3.5 minutes to level it up at Easter Road. Thompson in towards Rob Jones, off target. Scored a few like that this season, though.
Well, the game is now there to be won. Very evenly balanced. Celtic have come out in the second half. There's been a couple of tweaks from Gordon Strachan that have changed things slightly. And certainly with the introduction of Aidan McGeady, it's given a little bit more direction in a wide area.
A wild kick there from Evander Snow. Fletcher for Buzalan. And the flamboyant Frenchman earns Hibs a corner. Which way is it going to swing? Kevin Thompson's corner. It's going to break here for Fletcher. Celtic wanted a handball. It was all happening pretty quickly in there. Brown centre. Away by McManus, and McGeady could be on his way. Kenny Miller's roaring through the middle. If McGeady could slip him in here. He does. Miller, can they catch him? Kenny Miller against his former club, and Malkowski got a glove to it.
It's an absolute classic counter-attack, and McGeady does so well. You don't think he sees Kenny Miller, but he does in the end. Miller goes through, gets a shot on target, and all credit to Malkowski. What a stop.
Well, Malkowski beaten by the deflection from McGeady's goal, but he was equal to that effort from Miller. We're into the last 10 minutes of what has been some game. Nakamura's corner, and it's forward out of play actually, goal kick. The Nedbank Golf Challenge begins on Thursday, 9 AM in the morning. Setanta Sports 1, all the world's top golfers in action at Sun City. And of course, coming in September, Setanta's dedicated golf channel. Setanta Golf Channel coming in January. Thompson. Murphy. Fletcher. Oh, Kenny Miller's away again. Evander Snow darting through the middle this time. McGeady trying to keep up too. Miller occupied by Martis. And it's a right old tussle between the two of them. And Kenny Miller's got a free kick.
Well, what's happened is the game's opened out, and that suits Kenny Miller. Able to use his pace, drive with the ball. It also suits McGeady as well. That's a little bit ominous for Hibs. The last 9 minutes of this game.
Celtic, unlikely as it seemed a while ago, looking to win this match. In by Nakamura. Miller unable to return it. And Kevin Thompson now charges away, and here's Scott Brown. Fantastically open game.
Well, Hibs were claiming for a penalty earlier. Comes off Jarasik's arm. Don't think there's anything in that.
McManus launching that to nowhere in particular. Last chance to vote for your man of the match, call or text, and if you choose the same as Scott Booth does and you're picked out as the winner, you'll get a signed shirt from the Bank of Scotland man of the match. Jarosik now for Evander Snow, who scored Celtic's first goal. Free kick given against Benjamin. Naylor. Nakamura. Here's Jarosik. Jarosik has got away from Martis. Stephen Whittaker takes it off the toes of Jarosik. Neil Lennon. Lennon left on the ground. McGeady now for Naylor. And it's come off of Shelton Martis for a corner, and Celtic now are looking the most likely to snatch 3 points.
Well, you just know when it falls to Naylor, it's going to be good delivery coming into the box. And it was just a little bit behind Kenny Miller. There's a little bit of niggle. It's carried on from earlier between Brown and Lennon.
7 each on corners, 2-2 on goals. Nakamura, Van der Snow left on his own again, edge of area. McGeady, who came off the bench to grab an equaliser. Hibs unable to dig it out. Lee Naylor will probably go long. The assistant referee is trying to get Mike McCurry's attention here. They've spotted something, Stuart McCauley.
Yeah, there was a little bit of argy-bargy in the box, and just hoping it was nothing untoward, certainly nothing serious.
Stuart McCauley and Mike McCurry exchanging words, and somebody is going to be in a bit of bother. Well, they're having a long conversation. What is Mike McCurry going to do? Yarosik and Kevin Thompson are being summoned. The assistant referee helping out the referee. Yellow card for Yarosik and for Thompson.
Well, here it is. Yarosik and Thompson. Yeah, squaring up. No need for it. It's been such a great game of football.
7 yellow cards in the game now. In the last 5 minutes of what has been a colossal contest. Fuzelan is going off, and Stephen Glass is coming on. One of the old guys in the squad at Hibs at the age of 30.
But having been out for so long, Buzla, it's a fantastic match. Stephen Glass, a man of real experience. Not started as many games as he would like, but certainly a great player to bring on at this stage in the game. Already giving some advice to his teammates.
Well, it's quite a lengthy hold-up that for one reason or another. Balde commanding. Rob Jones. Stephen Glass just on. Fletcher. He's lost it. Hibs thought they were heading for a massive win over the champions and current runaway leaders, but Celtic had other ideas. 2 quick goals made it 2-2.
Yeah, and Celtic haven't played brilliant football today, but how often have we said that this season? They do grind out results, and it is the mark of champions.
Come through to Miller. McGeady. Here's Lee Naylor. Can McGeady get to this? Yes, he can. Oh, McGeady. Brilliant from McGeady, but maybe a cross would have been a better shot.
Well, Yarosik and Kenny Miller are both waiting for it here, but fantastic skill from McGeady. Nice little nutmeg, and he tries to catch out Malkowski at the front post.
Tommy Craig, who's working alongside John Collins, former assistant manager of Celtic and now doing the same job at Hibs. Telfer's free kick, on by Yarosik. Jones keeping a close watch on Miller. In the last minute of the 90, the word from the touchline is that there might only be 2 minutes added on. All good things come to an end.
Yeah, it's been a great game. I'm sure that the Hibs players will feel it's points going astray again. It's happened so often for them. Just can't keep it going to the end, can't consolidate a lead. And of course Celtic are the opposite, keep coming back right to the end. They play patient football. They're always capable of scoring.
Celtic fancy a winner. Lee Naylor fell awkwardly then. He was never going to get to Yarosik's pass.
I think you have to say it would be an injustice if Hibs did lose this game, given so much to it. certainly carried on the same kind of football as Tony Mowbray had here at Easter Road. Great play, especially in midfield this afternoon. Lovely to watch.
Hibs letting the lead slip again. But Gordon struck inside. Always capable of bouncing back. Glass now for Stewart. Not long left now, and it looks like it will be a point apiece. Gordon Strachan will be rather relieved, because with 20 minutes left it looked all over. At 2-0, Celtic though do like a good comeback.
Yeah, you also have to see, and after a Champions League match, a massive Champions League match, to come and to dig deep today, to come back into this game, shows a lot of character.
Stewart, oh, there could be a winner yet! Stephen Glass, over and out.
Well, this should have ended it all off. The reason why it didn't is because it fell to his right foot. Just can't get over the top of it. It's a slack effort. He's just on the park and he had the chance to win the game, and John Collins knows it.
Well, Celtic really had to dig deep and show their survival instincts today. 2-0 down with 20 minutes left, but Gordon Strachan's side salvaged a point. A result that perhaps sums up the way this season has gone for both these teams, really. Hibs let too many leads slip despite their fabulous football. Celtic, when they are behind, remain oh so dangerous. Hibs will be kicking themselves again. Rather like in the Edinburgh derby, they've let this one go. A game they should have won, and not even die-hard Celtic supporters might have argued too much if they were beaten here. But they haven't been. Still only the one league defeat so far this season. Hibs made a spectacular start when Ivan Sproul banged in a beauty, and it got better when Kevin Thompson wriggled his way through to make it 2-0. But then a feeling of deja vu for both Hibs and Celtic this season. Kenny Miller did all the graft, and Evander Snow scored the goal, his first for Celtic. And then Aidan McGeady came off the bench, and his deflected drive got the better of Malkowski, and Celtic after that looked like they might win the game. We thought it would be the game of the season so far in the SPL, and it pretty much turned out that way. We'll pick the bones out of it next. Hibernian 2, Celtic 2.